It's just his lunch. Or is it?
All right, welcome back to another School Principal Reacts. This is Brandon coming to you on Friday with an episode of SpongeBob SquarePants that you all have been asking for a long time. It is Krabs versus Plankton, and I didn't really know what this one was about, but in this random still frame, it appears to be a courtroom scene where Plankton appears to have like a neck brace and maybe a cast. So is this like a legal thing, Krabs versus Plankton? That's going to be really good. I am not an attorney or lawyer. You can go on YouTube and see attorneys probably react to this. Now, as a school principal, I did actually have to look at the law quite a bit and know the law if you want to stay out of trouble as a school principal. So I am super excited to see what this episode is all about. If you're not a subscriber to my channel, do take a minute before we begin and click the button below to subscribe. I really, really appreciate it. Quick shout out to all my channel members. I do appreciate you guys as well. If you're watching this on Sunday, you know that you always get these almost a full week early. So I do really appreciate it. That's one of the many perks you get with the membership program. But without further ado, let's get straight into this episode. Oh. All right, and I got a little excited there because you all know how I am about music, and they just straight up ripped off the theme to Perry Mason, the old Perry Mason. Na 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 na. Yeah, they changed it just enough where it wouldn't be exactly the same, but that's the original Perry Mason theme, which I guess for this episode is very appropriate. Let's keep going. Chum bucket.
And so passes another sleepless night, haunted by my inability to steal even a single Krabby Patty.
And this is season 4, I think. I think it's season 4, and by this time, I do know that Plankton has already tried several things, and he may be getting a bit frustrated here, and I'm guessing that he's gonna come up with a way to, like, sue Krabs. Maybe for some fraudulent lawsuit or something, faking an injury or something like that. That does unfortunately happen in real life. I haven't been involved in a ton of those kind of situations, but as a school principal, you deal with things like injuries and workers' comp and stuff like that. That is a very real thing, so let's keep going.
Maybe today will be the day.
Thank you, computer wife.
Do you even have a plan?
I'm gonna wing it. What's the worst thing that can happen?
Winging it. He's just gonna get stomped.
That was easy. Maybe today is the day I'm gonna steal the Krabby Patty from you.
Careful, Plankton, I just...
Oh, okay. All right, here we go. He's going to sue him for negligence. Okay, that's just fantastic. I'm really excited about this episode already, and I can see why you guys recommended it. Most of the time, I was sort of surprised because most of the time when Plankton does go into the Krusty Krab, there's like alarms and sirens, or Krabs just simply steps on him. You know, I've seen that as well. But he slips and falls, and SpongeBob is mopping, and there's no, like, signage anywhere, so I'm guessing he's going to try and sue the Krusty Krab for negligence. You know, actually, that's probably a better plan than a lot of his other things he's tried. Let's keep going.
Look at you, Plankton. Once again, you're falling flat on your back.
Oh, yeah, it's my favorite song. Man, this is a good episode. It's called The Girl I Left Behind Me. I think that's my favorite song of anything on SpongeBob. Okay, all right, sorry. Let's get back to the episode.
Another pathetic attempt to steal me formula. You haven't
Look at
had
that.
the smallest nibble of my delicious formula. And you never will.
Torture.
Knowing you're a complete failure.
He's asking for it. Win this lawsuit, if that's where we're going with this, if this does come about, he's going to have no mercy after all this. And I'm guessing, and I'll try not to stop it quite as much, but these fish are going to make a comment that's going to give Plankton the idea to sue him. Let's see.
There really should be a wet floor sign.
If that were me who slipped, I'd sue old man Krabs for all he's got.
Does that include the Krabby Patty formula?
Of course.
I can't feel my
It's funny, but it's not funny. Why? People do this stuff in real life. Working in a school, you don't get as much of this, but this does happen. This does happen, unfortunately. You get people that have legitimate injuries, and you have people that have fake injuries. And then I think what happens the most, and if there are any attorneys out there, let me know what you think, or paralegals, is that someone has somewhere in between, like something really did happen, but they don't really need, additional treatment or whatever. They just need to maybe take a day off and then come back. And then an attorney gets a hold of them, and then they say, well, if you'll just say that this happened, or if you'll just say this, you can get some money. I've seen that happen in real life before, so I know it happens. What do you all think? Let's keep going.
to sue for my pain and suffering. Sue!
Oh,
Poor little man.
witnesses.
Plankton, we don't need to drag this little incident into court, do we?
If you transfer the Krabby Patty formula to me, I'll forget your gross negligence.
Yeah, gross negligence. Yeah, so he's negotiating with him. He knows he has Krabs where he wants him, or some leverage at the very least. And he's saying, if you give me the formula, I won't sue. I don't know. If I were Krabs, I would say no, which it looks like he's screaming at him at this point, because think about it. If he just gives it to him, then he could make his own Krabby Patties, right? And he just about gives up his business. It's another way of him kind of giving up his business and money-making restaurant, because Plankton could just do the same thing at that point. So if he says no, he can at least fight it in court. And if he loses, I guess he loses. But let's see what happens.
You'll have my formula when you pry it from me lifeless claws!
See you in court, Krabs.
Oh, boy.
I mean, oh, the pain.
Yeah, he needs to watch it. He got a little burst of energy there. You could say, oh, you're not really hurt. So he needs to lay it on thick here, I guess.
The deep frying pain.
Deep frying pain.
I will do whatever it takes to keep the Krusty Krab formula from getting into Plankton's evil hands.
Yeah, and SpongeBob would have an incentive to do this, not only to keep the restaurant open and to preserve his role as a fry cook, but I think he genuinely wants it to stay safe with Mr. Krabs and not fall into the hands of Plankton, particularly because Plankton has manipulated him several times to try to get it, but, so has Mr. Krabs, too. They all manipulate him. That's why I don't really like it. I'm wondering, are there going to be any Bikini Bottom attorneys involved, or is, SpongeBob going to represent him, or is Krabs and Plankton going to represent themselves? I'm not real sure, but should make for an interesting little episode here.
What I really need is a good lawyer.
Here we go.
Bottom feeder, attorney at law. I couldn't help but notice that despicable display.
Bottom feeder. And I remember hearing about this guy on the Alex Bale theory, one of them. I can't remember which one it was. I do remember this guy, he's secretly in charge, and he looks like, was it the prison warden or something like that? But that's interesting. So he is going to have an attorney here.
How much is this gonna cost me?
Actually, I won't charge a dime unless we win.
Yeah, and that is what happens a lot of times. There are certain situations where you do have to, pay the attorney to write a letter, or their hourly rate, or whatever it is, depending on what it is you're asking for. But in some situations, they will not charge you unless they win. But if you win, you're going to pay them something like 40% of everything. So it is sort of incentivizing the attorney to work hard for you so that they then get that huge chunk of whatever judgment is awarded.
Fact, I think we should counter sue for everything Plankton owns.
What is this? Oh, 14 karat. Why not 24 karat? But yeah, he's saying we should countersue. In other words, I guess they're going to allege that Plankton faked the whole thing. I guess. I'm not an attorney, of course, but I'm guessing that's where they're going with this.
Does that happen a lot?
No, they're usually silver. Mr. Krabs?
What is it, lad?
I thought you might want to hear my testimony for when you call me as a character witness. I've been rehearsing it.
We won't be needing any testimony from you. Why, you'll be more of a liability.
Yeah, that's sort of what I was thinking. And if you don't know what that means, he's saying that SpongeBob talking in court might actually hurt their case. He's saying he's going to be a liability rather than, an asset to the case. And you do have that. You have depositions. I've participated in depositions before related to different matters, but the other side, of course, would be there as well if that's what this was. But no, SpongeBob, in his, innocence, is offering to help, and I think he would really want to help, but they're saying, you'd be a liability. We don't want you to say anything. You might actually hurt our case. Let's keep going.
Run along, make things shipshape for my victory celebration. I've got to get to the courthouse early. There's only a few free parking places.
Still, even in the midst of his restaurant and the Krusty Krab or the Krabby Patty formula hanging in the balance, he's wanting free parking. He doesn't want to pay for parking. That's pretty funny.
Slam dunk.
Oh, no! Mr. Krabs' lawyer, speak to me!
Okay, this is an interesting little wrinkle. So he said it's gonna be a slam dunk, meaning an easy case to win. But then he slips and falls. So he's either, I'm assuming, gonna remove himself from the case, or maybe he joins Plankton's side. I'm not real sure here.
Can't move. What about Mr. Krabs' case?
Looks like you're gonna have to handle this one, son.
SpongeBob. So he goes from them not wanting him to even testify as a witness of some sort to him representing Mr. Krabs. That's insane. This is a good episode. This might be a 10 out of 10 episode.
Everything you need to win
Is in the case.
is in this here case.
Really? Everything?
Help the man, SpongeBob.
Wonder where I could get a suit.
A suit. Yeah, and we went from the Perry Mason theme at the beginning to the People's Court theme here. This is probably my favorite episode of all time, and I haven't even seen half of it yet. Let's keep going.
I'll drop the charges if you give me the formula.
And there's no charges, okay? This is a civil lawsuit. And attorneys talk about this. Again, not an attorney. However, the last-minute negotiations, those do happen. I have been involved in a lot of other legal situations, not as a result of anything I did, but other things that people were alleging against others, and I would have to either testify, speak on behalf of the school, or whatever the case may be. And these negotiations at the last second do happen, whether you're talking about a civil lawsuit for damages or administrative hearings and things like that, and disciplinary matters even where attorneys get involved. Yeah, this does happen. This is really interesting. Here's our random still frame.
Ow, I widow arm!
What? No! I didn't lay a claw on him!
Come on.
He's lying!
Court will come to order. The Honorable Judge Stickleback presiding.
Mr.
Stickleback.
Krabs, where is your attorney?
Don't know where he could be.
SpongeBob.
Here I am.
I was just waiting for it. I've never seen SpongeBob in a suit. He's got his suit, briefcase, and a sly little expression on his face. I don't know. I wonder what's in the case and what is SpongeBob going to do? Is he going to help or hurt here?
Thank you for joining us, Mr.
SpongeBob Lawyer Pants, Your Honor.
Lawyer Pants.
What are you doing here, SpongeBob?
Your lawyer fell down on the job. I have everything under control. It's all in here.
He literally fell down on the job. And my suspicion also is that SpongeBob has not looked in this briefcase. He just knows it's in there and is going to hope that all he has to do is like open it up and see what's inside and somehow he'll win. I'm starting not to feel great about this, but hopefully it'll work out.
Your lawyer didn't give me the combination.
Is the plaintiff ready to proceed?
I'll try. Ow,
I guess he's representing himself.
Ow, ow. I wasn't always the tortured shell of a protozoa that writhes in pain before you today.
What? And you know, the other sad thing is this happens in real life too. People will talk about how great everything was before the accident or the injury. I've had attorneys talk about this before. Basically, if you can show that you had a good life before and everything was great and, you know, your body was healthy and everything else, then you were going to do better, so that the other side can't say, well, he was bad off before. You know, this injury didn't really do that much. And he's saying how great, you know, things were before this injury. That does happen to a degree in real life. SpongeBob.
Pull yourself together, boy.
Don't worry, Mr. Krabs. I'm on the case.
It was a butter knife, obviously, but that sound effect where he took it out right in court. Yeah, that would probably be a problem, wouldn't it?
Slipping and finally falling onto a hard, unforgiving floor has been intentionally covered with a viscous fluid.
Bombs away!
This is so good. This is probably my favorite episode, I think. He said, covered with a viscous fluid. Do you mean there's water on the floor? I mean, that's what he means. And he said intentionally, as if Krabs put that there to intentionally make him slip, which obviously was not the case. SpongeBob has turned himself into a bomb here. He took the light fixture off and put it on him to make himself a bomb, and now he's going to bomb the suitcase in order to have it open. That's pretty good, isn't it? It didn't quite work.
Are you quite finished? Where was I? Oh, yeah. My dreams of completing a marathon like I promised.
Come on. You ain't doing no marathons, Plankton.
My old Krabby have been dashed. I'm sorry, Crab. Thank you for your kind attention. Suckers.
Does the defense have an opening statement?
Oh, the judge is tearing up. Oh, man. Maybe this doesn't happen in real life, but lesser versions of it do happen in real life. I do know that.
Yes, Your Honor. Poor Graham!
Mr. Krabs, can you identify this item?
It's a wet floor sign.
Do you own one?
No, because that costs money, right? Anything that costs money that's not directly tied to his profits, he's not going to buy. So the answer is probably no here.
No, I don't. I had to make some tough business decisions, and the sign seemed...
No more questions.
Your witness, Mr. Lawyer Pants.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, my client has been called cheap, miserly, and chronically tight-fisted.
Yeah, it's like, what are you doing
if
here?
he were as cheap as the prosecution claims he is, would he be able to sit there quietly while I took out $1 and dropped it in the blood?
Okay. I thought this was going to be some sort of argument that would cleverly turn the tables on him by demonstrating that he's cheap. He somehow, you know, isn't guilty of negligence. But no, he's going to put this $1 in a blender, and Krabs is not going to be able to handle this. I can tell already. Obliterate. There you go.
Daddy's got you.
Oh, no.
Blue, the little tape will be right as rain. Daddy didn't forget you.
Oh,
Does the
boy.
defense have any witness to call?
Defense calls Squidward to the stand.
Oh, boy. Squidward, he's probably just waiting to ruin this for them. He'd probably like to see the Krusty Krab go out of business.
My client has been called cheap. Would you agree with that ludicrous statement?
Yes.
What?
Allow me to rephrase the question. Can you tell the court of some instance of Mr. Krabs' generosity in any way?
No.
Nope. Can I go now? 1 day off in 3 years and I have to spend it testifying?
This is bad. I'm wondering what's in the case. Surely by the end, something will be in the case. They'll be able to open it, and it will somehow turn the tables on Plankton. But I don't know. This doesn't look good here.
Bust open case.
Yeah.
So, it was you who made the floor slippery, wasn't it? Answer the question. Need I remind you that you, sir, are under oath?
This sort of reminds me of the Perry Mason. They call it the Perry Mason moment, right? They played the theme from the beginning where you just badger someone until they, you know, confess, which I don't think that happens in real life, but he's got the mop up there saying it's the mop's fault. That's pretty good.
You may as well give up on that case, my boy. My goose is cooked.
We can't give up just because things look bleak. This trial will be won by what's in your heart, not what's in this dumb old case.
He's gonna come open. Yeah. What's in it?
It's just his lunch. Or is it?
That's pretty good. Oh, man. So the case is finally open. And he said he's going to win it based on what's in Mr. Krabs' heart. I think Mr. Krabs' heart has been part of the issue with his greediness that they're demonstrating to the jury. But now the case is open and there's a Krabby Patty in there. I don't know what this idea here is, but I can't wait to see it.
Defense calls Plankton to the stand.
Oh.
Why did you go into the...
Oh, okay. Okay. So I don't know if this would work in real life, but they're going to say that his intent was criminal, I guess, and that therefore removes all liability, a criminal act, which I'm no attorney, once again, but I think that may be how it works. I'm not sure how it would work in this situation, but he's going to try and demonstrate that he went in there to steal a Krabby Patty formula, but I don't know how he's going to get Plankton to admit that.
Say hello to my once good friend, Mr. Krabs.
No.
What?
Are you sure it wasn't to make off with one of these?
He can't resist it.
Weren't you there to steal the formula of the most delicious, sweet-smelling sandwich known to Bikini Bottom? Krabby Patty.
Perry Mason moment.
I can't take it!
I knew it. I knew it. We were going to have the whole Perry Mason moment, meaning he just loses it and confesses to the whole thing here. Oh, he has it.
Finally, it's
Somebody going to stop him?
I'll take that.
Oh, no!
Once again, Plankton, the sweetest of life's joys has eluded your grasp.
Yeah. You know, I said in another episode, I don't think I've ever seen Mr. Krabs himself eat a Krabby Patty, but I did just there. I think that might be the first time I've seen that.
No!
Has the jury reached a verdict?
We have, Your Honor. We find the defendant not guilty, but he is cheap.
Thank you.
Which, again, plenty of attorneys will tell you, this is a civil lawsuit. And I don't know if they do the whole guilty or not guilty in a civil lawsuit like that. I'm not sure that's how it works. But apparently now Mr. Krabs is home free, and I see his little claw around SpongeBob. He hopefully will reward him somehow for this.
SpongeBob, I was foolish not to accept your help from the beginning.
I made you a present.
For me?
What is it?
Close your eyes and hold out your hand.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, you're
It's a wet floor sign. I made it myself.
Yeah, he probably hurt him a little bit too. But he's smiling, and hey, he didn't have to pay for it. He probably doesn't care as long as he doesn't have to pay for it.
Well, it'll do. After all, it's free.
It's free. That is a 10 out of 10 episode. That is my new favorite episode. People would always ask me, what's my favorite episode? And I would typically mention Krusty Towers as well as Cracked Krabs. Krabs versus Plankton is my new favorite. That's my favorite episode. It's a 10 out of 10. Thank you so much for recommending this episode to me. Once again, if you're not a subscriber to the channel, do consider subscribing by clicking the button below. It doesn't cost you a thing. Also, I would appreciate hearing from you. Let me know what you thought of my reaction to this episode. It's a great one, isn't it? Hopefully you agree. And don't forget to give the video a like before leaving this page. Thanks for watching to the end. I really appreciate it, and I'm sure YouTube appreciates it as well. But I'll see you on my next video here on School Principal Reacts. Thanks for watching.